Alright guys, welcome to another vlog. We're down here at the drift park again this morning. It's this afternoon. Luckily, Shuckers Bryce had a set of wheels that we're able to make a deal because he needed some bumpers and some quarter panels. They're in there, by the way. Oh yeah. The quarter panels. He needed some front quarter panels for his car and some other little bits and pieces. I needed wheels for Tiana's car that wouldn't make it sit on the ground. He has just some Drift-Tex, some cheap wheels that we can use that are 4-stud. We're going to raise this car up today and we are going to get the wheels on it. So yeah, first of all I have to work out how to get this thing up onto a jack because it's so low. It's ridiculous. Yours now. Yeah. And you got a bumper, so it'll cover it. Yeah, obviously big exhaust hole from where my exhaust goes through. But when you got a front bumper on, obviously you won't even see it. So make sure you always have a front bumper on. Otherwise it'll look weird. Yeah, I will. Other than if I destroy it. Well, oh yeah, he's going to have it on for a little while then. I just haven't put it on for the last again, so it won't break anymore. Alright, so I forgot to do a little bit of vlogging. But, why'd you paint your wheels like this? I didn't. They're like blue and burgundy with sparkles. Where'd you get them from? Bloke brought them down from, I can't remember where it was from, but I just bought them because I bought 8 of them. Oh. They're definitely an interesting colour. Tiana's going to hate the colour, but she'll have to deal with it for now. I'm not a fan of the colour. I don't mind it. It's just probably not on a two-tone. Not on a two-tone. Looks alright on mine. Pardon? Looks alright on mine. Yeah. But mine's just one colour, I guess. Yeah, I think we'll. I'm gonna try and drop it down with the height it's at. It'd be cool to have it lowish, but being that this wheel's considerably taller than the 15 that was on there, it might not be so bad to drive around. I'm gonna try it first because a little bit lower is better than a little bit too high. So yeah, and shibby pretty much. Well, we're debating what plates to put on it, whether we put shibby or shuckers. Let us know in the comments below, guys. Is this car a shibby or is it a shuckers? That's what I want to know. Alright, let's put the other wheels on. Alright, let's see where this front sits. I don't know whether it's going to sit too high or too low. Oh nah, it's going to get chewed up for sure. Nah, we'll have to raise it. So yeah, unfortunately too low because this thing has nice factory guards on it. We don't really want to go rolling them or anything drastic, so I'm going to raise it up like an inch. That'll give enough clearance since these coilovers are pretty stiff anyway, so I'll go up like an inch. That should give plenty of clearance, make it a bit more drivable as a daily and somewhat legalish. Right, so it was all the way down, so I've gone up about a thumb's width, which should give me a bit more than, should give me at least an inch on the guard. Gonna head across the other side now, do the same thing, and then see where we're at. This car is so clean, so stock, so unmolested. It's awesome. Alright, got some C-spanners. Luckily Bryce had some in his car, and then I ended up down there talking with somebody else that came to visit. You know how it is with these things, especially down at the racetrack. Everyone wants to come down and have a bit of a chin wag. But gonna get this one now. The other side was super easy, and then this side's been a dog, so tried to do it with the hammer and the screwdriver style, but now I got some proper C-spanners. I should be able to get this side wound up, and then I don't know if we're going to raise the rear much at all, but yeah, we'll get the wheels on first and then make a decision from there. A little CA. Woohoo! Alright folks, we have the wheels on. I'm not even mad. Like, I know they're sort of multicolored wheels and a really interesting... Huh?
So they've got rainbow sparkles. Doesn't that make it better?
Look at it, guys. Oh, nearly fell over. Well, you can't even really see the colour that much.
It'll come out more when it's sunny, but...
There you go. So... obviously wouldn't be your first choice of wheels for an S13. I don't know, you can't go wrong with drift text on an S13. Maybe not necessarily burgundy and blue, but it doesn't look anywhere near as bad as I thought it would look. It actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. In person, definitely looks cooler than I expected. It'll probably look pretty cool going down the road. Yeah. You know what I mean? It'll sort of look like, give it a Harlequin effect is what I was looking for. So this S13 Tiana's one's powered by a mighty CA18 DET. Obviously, it very much needs a clean, but first things first, I need to go down to the store and get a battery. I did have it running, but I think the battery is literally just so dead that the car's not having a bar of it. Like the alternator won't even keep the car running. The car's been sitting for a long time, and the last time we used it, the battery was very unhappy as well. So I'll head down there, get a new battery, come back. I'm gonna see if, the thing I really want to find out is if the air conditioning works. Being that the kids will potentially be in the car, not many times, but at least a few times. And I just want to make sure the air conditioning works. I'm also going to go get some oil and an oil filter while I'm down there, because the car has just been sitting for so long. And yeah, I think we bought this car like 2.5 years ago, and it's pretty much just sat ever since. It was sort of like an investment or whatever, so yeah, I guess it's definitely worth more now than it was back then. But yeah, we haven't really touched the car at all. Yeah, we've never even driven it on the road. We drove it around when we got the car, drove really nice. It was way too low when we got it. We never even raised it up. I'll go get the oil, filter, new battery, fire it back up and see if the air conditioning and stuff works. Fingers crossed. And hopefully it is just the battery that's got an issue, and hopefully it's not the alternator. I feel like it's definitely the battery. So let's get it done. It's Optimus Prime! It's Optimus Prime! You guys that were watching all the American stuff, you know I love trucks. Love the fact that old mate got on the Jake brake. That's just cool. That thing's so sick. He normally, I see it around all the time, he normally tows like a small, really crappy looking trailer, but I think that just makes the truck look even cooler. So I think so. How good is he on the Jake? Like, saw you filming and just got on the Jake. That's sick.
I'm glad I kept filming.
We're full race car in it now, and by race car we keep it to the speed limit, but we need to be at the store. The store closes at 6. We've rang them, they won't stay open, so screw you Autobahn. But we're due there at, where is it? We're due there at 5:59 and they close at 6 o'clock. So I've got some work to do to get there on time, so yeah. Everyone in Australia is going nuts right at the moment. Someone's just doing massive skids at a set of lights, no number plates or nothing. Did a skid all the way from near Autobahn, from a set of lights. There's traffic everywhere. Like no one exactly where he was doing the skid, but still a bit reckless. So the sick thing about Australia is I haven't even realised, like, you take it for granted when you're like home all the time, but I saw heaps of modified cars in the States, but you see them so much more often here. Like literally right now we're sitting next to a cammed up R8 and then like there's a VK or something behind it. So we have new battery, oil filter, and a free air freshener. We obviously got there in time for it to be open. We're gonna get this battery in now and take it for a little roll around our test facility. Obviously I can't drift it, but at least drive it around, make sure it's all good, see if the aircon works, and go from there. But definitely good to be changing the oil in a CA, especially after it's been sitting for so long. So we'll do that, and hopefully the oil looks all good.
Mine, for sure.
Right, so the brand new battery I got was too big. I ended up grabbing one that was slightly bigger, thinking it would be a better fit. It was still too big, so after all the racing down there to get that battery, but there was a battery in Adam LZ's car that should be good to go. So we chuck that in now, just fitting it up, and then we'll be able to fire up and see how she goes. Fingers crossed this battery is good and the alternator holds charge is what I'm hoping, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so we just had it fired up, first shot, beautiful, like not a hiccup, absolutely mint. Just checking the oil now, Craig's onto it. You guys remember Craig, he did some work on the 350Z not long ago. Professional oil pourer, that's why I got him onto the pouring of the oil. Bryce is in there now. I think we've got a blown fuse because the none of the dash lights or anything are working, so yeah, no dash and no tail lights and no AC controls or anything are working, so we're guessing it's a fuse. So he's checking that out now, but no, she fired straight up. I'll show you guys in a sec. Now we've put some more oil in it, and we'll fire it back up in a sec and show you. So it runs so nice. Fire it up. Made it fool me. It started better before. So it even started a little bit nicer earlier than it did that time, but yeah, still started really nice. Sounds decent. So it's not too loud, has mufflers and stuff like that. It has like sort of a cannon on it, but runs super smooth. Hopefully we can find out why the AC and stuff isn't working and get all that working, but if we do, then Monday, Rego, this will be on the road. So it seems to be running all good. I can't adjust the front coilovers for some reason. I need to probably get an Allen key to be able to adjust them properly, but it drives all right.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah. The dose is so rad on it. It sounds so good on the outside.
Sounds good on the inside.
Does it? Yeah, it sounds sick on the outside out here. And the wheels look sick when it's rolling. They look good. To be fair, they look good. So you can see the sparkles now. So the wheels actually look really cool when the car's rolling. I quite like it actually. But AC hasn't gone cold, has it? Yeah, so the aircon's going to need a regas, because it definitely did work, I'm pretty sure, when we got it, but it's been sitting around for like 2 years, so...
Yeah, well, I know that, because once the fans started up, I got dust all through my eyes.
Yeah, so hopefully the seals are still good. I'll get that regassed ASAP. Was there any rubbish tied to guard?
Yeah, you can hear it, it's like making...
But not much though, obviously. No. It's only barely. Okay, yeah. But that's a 235. If I put like a 225 on there, I reckon that'll be like mint. Huh? 215 or 225. Yeah, that'll be mint. Right, we'll drive around a little bit more and see what it goes. So we just picked up on the fact that the AC compressor isn't actually turning on. So we're going to try and work out why. With any luck, it could just be a fuse, and I won't even need to gas it up because it did work. So if we can find the broken fuse or whatever's not allowing the AC compressor to actually turn on, we might have AC.
Yep.
Aircon, second left from the top.
Read it, mate.
Second left from the top. Alright.
Second left from the top.
That one, I got the Australian one up.
Yeah. So we're just in doing some troubleshooting, just trying to work out. We think the air compressor's not turning on because there's obviously no AC pressure at all. And generally you need pressure in the lines sometimes for the AC compressor to turn on. So thinking it might be that. I believe that Stuntman Trav has like things to gas up aircon. So I may go and see him on Monday if we can't work it out now, or see one of my other friends that does AC stuff. Other than that, this car seems to be running perfect. Like I said, I wish I could just make the front suspension a little bit softer, because it is a little bit stiff at the moment, but I'm getting old, so I sort of like my stuff to be a little bit cushy. It's got semis on the front, so plenty of grip. Make sure it'll stop. The brakes and everything are feeling good. Like I said, it runs perfectly, fires straight up. Still, obviously, it wasn't the brand new battery. We ended up putting a second-hand battery in, the one that was in Adam LZ's car. However, that battery works very well, so that'll do for now, but I will replace this battery and put this one back in Adam's car. I'm pretty happy overall to have the S13 back out. The car looks phenomenal in my opinion. You cannot go wrong with a two-tone. Anybody that paints a two-tone any color other than a two-tone, I think you're crazy. I love two-tone. All color two-tones are great. I'm not a huge fan of the brown interior, but my wife loves the brown interior. But overall, this is a super clean little car. Like I said, we may be doing something with this car in the future, as far as like a raffle or whatever. So, sucks seeing it like this. It's a sick little car, but we really need more money to get this track fixed, as much as it sucks. And you know, this is one of my wife's dream cars, so it'll be my dream car gone, and now possibly my wife's dream car, because she's absolutely wanted a two-tone with a brown interior and everything. But with that said, got to do what you got to do, get back on top of things, and you know, maybe in the near future or sometime in a year or two, we'll be able to buy another two-tone again and put that away for safekeeping for the kids. So I don't know, I'm stoked we got it going. Yeah. Alright, so we found out the alternator's dead, so that sucks. We're going to try and find one tomorrow and get it in here, so that's going to be not fun, but we'll get it done. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye.